Hey everyone, my name is Danielle, but everyone kind of knows me as Ebonix or Ebonix Sims. I want to say a veteran in the Sims custom content and modding community. And I have been creating for, gosh, it next year will be 10 years, which is insane. But it's been a blessing and a journey to have been able to bring a lot more representation and diverse hairstyles for us to use in our game so that we can look like us. So my very first Sims title was the original Sims. Okay, for the 99 and the 2000s. Like that was really my first Sims. And the day that I saw it, I was in a store that's kind of similar to what you guys have in the States, which is like a Hudson. So they do like magazines and books and stationery and all of that kind of stuff. So we have one and we call it W.H. Smith. So me and my mum went to W.H. Smith one day and I saw it and I was like, what is that? What is that? And I was only 9 and I was just like, oh my God, I want it. I don't even know what it is, but I want it. I see little people on there. I really want to play. So I ended up getting it a little while after. But The Sims and Sims House Party, that was my very, very first Sims. Oof. I'm old, y'all. I'm old. And I honestly got into The Sims in the first place because I just liked the look of it. And then once I had the opportunity to play it for the first time, I just loved the element of being able to create a whole bunch of different lives and stories and just being able to control those kind of things as well. Not to say that I'm a control freak, but I have a very big imagination and I used to read a lot as a child. So it kind of felt like the stories that I was reading, I could kind of bring to life in the game. And yeah, so it just looked like a fun time to be able to play with my virtual dolls too. Because again, I mean, I said again, but I was a Barbie girl. I was a Barbie girl growing up. So it was very much like virtual Barbies as well. So back in 2015, I chose to create custom content for The Sims 4 specifically. It was my first time making mods for The Sims. And it was purely because I was trying to tell the story of a couple that were very, very kind of like Afrocentric, really black and proud. And at that point, I was working full time, but I had a lot of time off because I was off work for knee surgery. So I thought, great, I'm on Tumblr now. I can see where all the Sim girlies are at, and it's now my time for me to play Sims again. Let me binge. And then, when it came down to trying to tell the stories that I wanted to tell, which featured elements of their kind of really proud blackness, I wasn't able to do that because I was lacking the content to do so. So all of that changed when I decided to make a dashiki for The Sims. And from then, I really kind of understood just how easy it was to start being the curator of my own authentic stories in the game and not waiting for the game or the developers to give me the tools that I needed to tell the stories that I wanted to tell that were authentic to me and matched my lived experiences. I've been loyal to the franchise since 2000. So I haven't really felt the urge to, not to say move on, but I haven't necessarily felt like I would want to leave the Sims community, if that makes sense. Like, honestly, this is my home, and a lot of the Simmers who have supported me over the years, there's no way that I could just be like, all right, I'm done. Thanks, you lot. See ya. No, like, as much as I'm loyal to the game, I'm also loyal to the community. That I honestly would not have been able to experience or achieve as many of the things that I've achieved in the last 10 years if not for the support, if not for the love, if not for all of the downloads. Like, just everything, shouting me out, uplifting me, all of those things. Like the community has really, really done that for me. So this, the racism and the underdevelopment of, the game from the early days aside, for me, the supportive side of the community has honestly made it so, so worthwhile. And I'm so grateful to have had that level of support for so long. I'm really, really grateful. I actually used The Sims 4 to heal the little girl in me who didn't get to see herself in The Sims 1, The Sims 2, or The Sims 3. And it's been a journey of kind of that self-love and being very proud of who I am and what I do and what I look like. And I hope that in the work that I've done through The Sims, that there are other little girls who are able to have their lived experiences played through the game, which is supposed to simulate life. And yeah, I hope that the future editions of The Sims are better than they have been previously, and that the efforts that have been put in by not just myself but the vast creator community who have done so much work to ensure that we feel seen in the game. I hope that a lot of their work and a lot of the effort doesn't go amiss, and that when we do maybe finally see a new version of what The Sims will look like in the future, that all of these things are taken into consideration and we are at the forefront of the development, okay? I want to see and make sure that the edges baby hairs are laid, the curls are popping, the froze are popping, the curls for C, for D. I want to see a range, okay? We want to see textures, okay? We want to see a range of melanin. We want the color wheel back. Don't take away the color wheel again. But yeah, I'm excited for the future of The Sims. I will always be a Simmer. There's no doubt about that. But it's honestly changed my life in so many ways that I simply cannot explain.